You think kings lived in luxury, feasting without limit. But one king's appetite turned his throne into a death sentence. This is the story of the king who ate himself to death. Our tale begins in 18th century Sweden with King Adolf Frederick. On the surface, he was a kind and gentle ruler. But behind the palace walls, his greatest passion wasn't politics. It was food, mountains of it, oceans of it, endless feasts. His appetite was legendary across Europe. Banquets became daily rituals, not celebrations. Imagine roasted meats stacked higher than golden platters, tankards of beer, rivers of wine, and oceans of schnapps. Courtiers whispered that the king could out-eat entire armies, but nothing compared to his obsession with one dish. A Swedish dessert known as 𝐾𝐚𝐫𝐤, a simple bun of cream and almond paste. To Adolf Frederick, it wasn't dessert. It was destiny. On Shrove Tuesday, 1771, the king sat down for his final feast. It began with lobster, caviar, sauerkraut, and champagne. Then came meat, more meat, and piles of herring. But the true climax was the dessert. Adolf Frederick devoured 𝐾𝐚𝐫𝐤 after 𝐾𝐚𝐫𝐤, drowning them in milk. Not 1, not 10, but 14 sweet buns in a single sitting. His courtiers watched in awe and in terror. The king laughed, joked, and demanded more cream. But deep inside, his body was collapsing under the weight. His stomach stretched beyond human limits. His heart labored against a flood of fat and sugar. And within hours, the mighty king was doubled over in agony. Servants rushed to his chamber as he gasped for air. Physicians tried remedies, leeches, oils, desperate prayers. But nothing could stop what was already in motion. By nightfall, King Adolf Frederick of Sweden was dead. His official cause? Indigestion. But history remembers it with a darker truth. He was the king who literally ate himself to death. A monarch brought down not by sword or revolution, but by the sweetness of his own obsession. Whispers spread quickly across Europe. Some mocked him, calling him the king who died of dessert. Others saw it as a warning of unchecked gluttony. His son, Gustav III, would later inherit the throne. And unlike his father, Gustav feared excess in all things. Perhaps the memory of his father's death haunted him. But history has a cruel way of branding legacies. Adolf Frederick's reign was unremarkable, his politics forgettable. Yet his death became one of the strangest tales in royal history. Imagine centuries of power, wealth, and divine right, all undone by 14 cream-filled buns. The King of Sweden remembered not for glory, but gluttony. To this day, Swedes still eat 𝐾𝐚𝐫𝐤 every year on Shrove Tuesday. But for some, each bite carries a whisper of dark history, a reminder of the monarch who turned dessert into death. So next time you sit at a feast, remember Adolf Frederick, the king who laughed, who ate, and who never stopped until it was too late. A man whose final act was to gorge himself into the grave. His story lingers as a macabre legend, proof that power cannot protect you from your own hunger, and that even kings can die at the dinner table. History hides darker stories than this, and we're only just beginning to uncover them. If you want more tales of power, death, and forgotten horrors, subscribe now and step deeper into the shadows of the past.